as a digital simulation, really, to digitally virtualize, to steal life. It is an anti-life program. It's moving from carbon-based life to silicon-based life, to a digital twin of the world that they can control, that is disconnected from spirit. And
I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to war with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. In the bright glow of the dawn, I see myself clearly, bringing in a new day. The old way of doing things is done. I don't care what you say. Monsters don't sleep under your bed. They sleep inside your head. And if you haven't done the shadow work, then left behind is where you stay. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the street. We got protect plus homeschool. Our babies is a must. They not just no moms, but also no pops. These Moloch worshiping pedophiles wanna feed our children's spirits to robots. Turn all of us from carbon-based to silicone-based. Should be where the shit show stops. Get back to doing for ourselves. Water system irrigation and grow crops. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. I'm saying I'm not some master teacher, no am I some pastor or preacher. Was released from prison with this passion to speak up. After doing 25 years in the beast cuffs, realize they tried to teach us spiritual, mental, physical diet. They tried to feed us the fire of our ancestors resides in each of us. With that, I'm inspired to turn this heat up. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to war with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets.
we're really approaching almost like it's a Frankenstein moment. And they're framing it to us as, innovation, right? We should all be so excited that this is happening. And, I equate it to like the golem bringing in like these robots. They would like to feed our life force to learn us in every tiny detail, not to empower us, but to actually transform us into a robotic simulation that is under their full control.
Nah, bro. Come on. You almost there, bro. Almost there. Survive.
I do it die for Chi-Town. Who am I but Chi-Town? You young fool, I'm too fly to just slide out. Blue sky for high ground. My crown slash helmet. So my aircraft stealth me. Can't be tied down even with seat belted. I look down, I see green like a Celtic. My heat pulverizes, the cheese is melted. The remnants of cash money, I dispelled it. You did the fusions in my eyes, I beheld it. The finger fucked, the cards, my hand, I dealt it. Felt the vibrate from the gun of my pelvic. The bust awful spices and felt shit. So radiant, I keep a dark room well lit. Cause you little goofies are well quick. Body for real marks, you velvet. Body you not for Mars, you's a female's clip. As a kid, all I did was fight. I did the bit with a knife. I know I can spit my flows and shit to a fly low. Haters wanna crucify a real man. I still stand with the still a hand, but we're healer man. It's not Cypress Hill, I'm Tuttle Sheep. I'm one tough cookie, I don't follow, I set standards. To catch me, you gon' have to do more to scamper. Need more to scanners, I'm off the radar. I am as you goofies play God. Some worship the Christ, others pray to Allah. Chase a high, drink paper opera. You stagnated, while I straight evolve. At a rate, I'm data space ace, yo. Busters stuck in the cases, face off. After the shake the stage, fake, a fraud. Battlestar intergalactic, my mindset perfect, cause we practice, so I rhyme best. I excel like I'm climbing a step. You got a lot to learn. I am adept, you of no concern. I am a threat. My measurement width, lift, height, and depth. I'm just piloting up, flying a jet, spray the adversary. Martial Chronicles like Ray Bradbury. I'm a thorough guy, goddammit. Symmetrical apparel of a fly bandit. Mohawk, aviators, aerodynamics, and it's like I'm an arrow in precise transit. A Christmas carol lies what your fans get. Your world's in perils, what I transmit as a transcript, or I just spit it off the top. It's either shit or get off the pot. This shit's hot.
Wants to get his own crew, and everybody wants to get his own crew rich, and then they want the other little people never get a piece of the pie. That's the only go for the traffic. They go for you niggas that think that y'all big too. I understand this. That's why you niggas and crackers can't stand me. You niggas that know that I know you can't do nothing if you're broke. Listen to me, young people, and old people too. Mostly black people. I'm talking to you.
So, y'all really thought that I was done with y'all? Nah, I'm really down on y'all. Fellas up. We not going back and forth about this or that, whether your word is bond or whack. Here's a big fact: yellow, white, red, brown, black. Bow, bow, Big Mac, whether earth is brown or flat. We want our shit back. Enough with the chit chat. I see through the side ops. Looking past the sci-fi. Third eye gang cyclops. I don't eat pork, but I will fry cops. For foes, my heart's cold as an icebox. I'm saying die ops. From the skybox, I got his scope on you pills. The scope with some rules. Some of our folks are still dumb. Death and blasted affected. Blood, we gon' have this real stuff. Warrior spirits inside me. That's where it's real from. The world's a stage, page after page. Script is played out. They keep us engaged, vacate or rage. This is played out. Rules of a dying society should have been disobeyed out. Forehead and knees off the floor should have been prayed out. The draft is on, COVID's no issue. Could've blown it in tissue. Now it's control who blows the whistle to who holds the pistols. The debacle's about who owes who the fiscal. Disregarding the aboriginal issue. We not going back and forth about this or that, whether your word is bond or whack. Here's a big fact: yellow, white, red, brown, black. Bow, bow, Big Mac, whether earth is brown or flat. We want our shit back. A fool is known by his speech, yet if I don't speak, I suffer defeat. I'm other than we, a sucker or me. Stand on 2 feet or drop the other cheek. The wise man known by his silence, mostly disguised compliance. Silence by guidance, from conspiring to novice. Other aspirants of violence, tyrants of fire. Trying and giants who hide, I'm trying to fight. In environments of migrants, I'm hearing the sirens. Ring in my ear, they've got indictments. These pedophiles, queers, groupies, and hyping. Alignments, the assignment. I'm not the wisest, I'm not client. My refinement and confinement, the requirements for this climate. Y'all push off the paperwork, or y'all can protest, but they can't escape this work. I vow to progress, don't duck, no wreck. Drill music for real. My soul ain't no possess. Real foolish with no deal. Ain't playing with none of them. It's personal, know what the business is. Big monsters come full circle, so vacate your premises. We not going back and forth about this or that, whether your word is bond or whack. Here's a big fact: yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau or Big Mac, whether earth is brown or flat. We want our shit back. We not going back and forth about this or that, whether your word is bond or whack. Here's a big fact: yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau, Big Mac, whether earth is brown or flat. We want our shit back. Konnichiwa. Signs and symbols are for the conscious mind, y'all. And with that on the temple, draw. I had it Vision the past, not yet a circulars round. Created successful reality from a virtual now. How? Stand on my square cause they usurp your power. Them same little sneaky breezies that hurt you. They style all up in your face, all up in your space. And I ain't talking all bras but dogs with whole trace. So I walk tall kittens while y'all cross slow race. I stay focused on walking through them tall gold gates. Draw a magic circle around me to keep me from harm. The law fat checks purposely will peak me. I'm calm. Water, fire, air, earth, turn me from that beast to a bomb. Blow the joint and split the range, the plane, the sentiments. I've encompassed my inner demons. 490-degree angles guarded by a tour of shiny elite angels. Thank you, and I of course am the chief triangle. If I die before I wake, well at least I'll fly in plain view. I am my circle, how I govern four corners. Wise as a serpent for certain amongst foreigners. Out of state, out of place in the space they storing us. Learning firsthand of what fate was forewarned of us. I recall when bro and I spit flows dope, man.
Oh, man.
They kept smoke, stay high. Years later, he's the same degree, just gained density. Gave my synopsis.
Indigo Turtle, what's up? What's happening?
My moral ground, way how my character stay fly, the conduct squared up, self-esteem, the day sky, new God on what the world's been waiting for. The days now, me I think I don't abide by the same ethics. They fan respect, yeah, obtain the credit for keeping the bliss erect, but with strange methods. But the epic of my name will reign and remain epic. Circumscribe my passions, my squares, my lift. Ask, is it worth the ride? Yeah, it's rare I spit, but the beach churchified, so I bear my shit. It hurt, I cried, this kitten that it tried to eclipse my soul, bounce back from it. I know I'm done with being.
I've been laying around milking that cold I had, right? Getting it all, you know, all the back, you know, the stuff out. I'm not tired, but I can feel, you know, like I need to be moving more and more like I was before. I didn't even do the 100 push-ups today. Because I really wanted it out. Like, the more you fight, I mean, if you're doing the right things, you got the right herbs. Oh, and we can talk. You know, as long as you got the right herbs, the right nutrients, you can change all that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's funny. It seems like I'm being really nasty about police. I'm being nasty about bad police. And as I stated, the Zionists, who you hear nothing about, people, it's illegal for them to even be paying fake politicians. It's illegal. Why is it happening? Well, who do you think is giving marching orders to the high up of the police to allow the most perverse individuals out there to do the most heinous things? Working with melanated, you know, homeless people, all these things. And who are the idiot sheep in costume who are willing to do it? See, nobody wants to have those conversations. You know what I'm saying? But there are a lot of good police who ain't part of that demography. You know, I have people who retired who I worked out and got them in shape, you know, in college, who wanted to be police officers. And I was like, yo, come around and work out. A couple of people from New Jersey that joined the police department in New York. A few of them retired. They got their 20. They already had like 12 years in the military, whether it be Army, Marine Corps, or Navy. They weren't MPs or nothing. And I conversed with them for a long time. And they would tell me some of the stupid things some of these Peckerwoods would say, these dumb pale skins, they're just dumb as rocks. No history, haven't accomplished nothing other than it being more turmoil for chaos as if it's supposed to be meaningful or something. You know, that we got to watch out for each other. The whole purpose of policing is you're not worried about your safety. The whole thing is where you throw your damn worthless ass life down for people to save it. But we see the opposite. I would challenge any of them raggedy motherfuckers. I went at Izzy, what's his name? On Instagram. He ain't say crap because he know goddamn he can't say nothing with his fake ass history. I went at a number of other ones who I actually heard about their policing tactics. You know, they create these organizations, these little groups, and they do the dumbest things. And then now you see there's a lot of foreigners on the police force right now. And I was actually doing the friggin' research. Oh my goodness. Now the feds, I like to say shit because I like to round them because they, you know, they watching everything. And I ain't talking about the good guys. All right, the idiots. All right, they're all up in your shit, looking at your shit as if they have a fucking clue. You know what I'm saying? You even have some dumb Negroes that believe they're African Americans. Hell, I mean, that's a new term. All right, and to hell with them if they believe that. There's nothing wrong. You know, you got this goofy nigga forefathers, or whatever he is, talking about we're going to come after Abraham over there. He's trying to bring it together, and all the individuals going after him from the Ivory Coast or somebody front close to him who was being paid by the very same dumb bastards who have no real history, whether it be France, here, whatever. You know, I mean, you even got Jewish police officers speaking German, Zionists, running around abusing the German people. You can't make this up. You have Zionists inside Russia doing their best to dirty Putin's name. Now, he already came from KGB, so you know he had done some dumb shit. You ought to see the hiring practices of getting soldiers and stuff in. But are you aware that there still are black Russians who will fight willingly, who grew up there, who have never been nowhere else? See, y'all don't hear this. Why? Because you go to Telegram, you go all these platforms ran by these monkeys, and you don't see the truth. My thing is, me being autochthonous, I don't like any other term. I'll wear that. Part of the Tartary, the Republic of Tartary, being whether a Chickasaw, Chickasaw the Choctaw, Costa Rican, Aniquia, Gula, and whatever the fuck else. It doesn't matter. And German. Okay? Even that definition is off. But the thing is, what are they pushing? Do they want people to go crazy and kill a whole bunch of them? Because it's not hard to do. And a lot of people know it. But our people, see, this is what's not known. Our people still have a righteous heart, even the most dumbest idiots. And I don't know about some of this new generation. They're laughing at killing babies, and yeah, I'd put them in those 2 cities that I sprayed with boratic acid. I wouldn't give a, well, not boric, because anyway. Yeah, I'd put them in there. They're gone. And it's on both sides. You know, melanated people are locked up more. Melanated, Spanish, based on liberal cities. But most of the crimes are being committed by the pale skins. But they're more put in fluent areas because this is what the Zionists require and need to keep the melanated people. If the idiots knew the truth, they'd stop. They'd be like, I ain't messing with them. They're too ignorant to know what fear is. And then when it happens, it'll be too late. Like I said, I've been watching these guys on Russia and Ukraine on both sides committing suicide. Whether they didn't want to fight, they were stolen away, because it's brutal on both sides. As you know, the people in Ukraine, Poland, all that, those are the ones from the Bolshevik Revolution that created these new places. Okay? Hitler didn't want nothing to do with it. He knew who they were. He just wanted them to stay the fuck away and stop destroying his people in Germany. They acquired it. How deceitful and bad, and maybe in the 1800s, before Hitler went to World War I and fought, he didn't know no truth about the truth of existence, because he probably comes from his mammy and pappy are probably incubator babies or Cabbage Patch children. You know, there's enough studies coming out right now alluding to the fact and showing that the majority of the light-skinned, straight-haired people, whether manipulated or not, come from us. It's just what it is. And there was a period of time when it was actually known. They changed that in the demography of my great-grandmother growing up. They changed that truth of history. Yeah, I had gas so bad yesterday, y'all, I didn't know what it was. I was like, then I burped, I walked, I jumped, burped. Oh, it was just bad. Y'all know how gas can be, right? It can be real bad, you know what I'm saying? And they'll tell you, you're handling it, huh? You're handling the idiots. Okay. Yeah, they're not too smart, brother. Appreciate it. You could have left them there. It doesn't bother me in one way or the other. It might be some old goofy ass, punk ass cop. Not the good guy. Not the good guys. Okay. They want to play in a field of daffodils where daffodils don't exist. Let the idiots play in the field of daffodils where daffodils don't exist. Okay? I mean, it's easy to take anybody and indoctrinate them and put them in a position and then build based on, you got to remember that some of these people go in there to do the right thing. I ain't going to lie. So I can't bash them on that. but I could bash them on the caliber of dealing with certain individuals in certain areas to create a different demography in the head. And that will make you think of people as nothing. Give up hope on humanity. Okay? And especially when they're ignorant and don't even know the truth. I bet a whole bunch of pale-skinned cops running around, especially Spanish, think that they mammy and pappies as part of these Indian tribes, and that's bullshit. Every one of these Native American tribes are bullshit. All right? And they're the ones who are us. They're so whitewashed, they don't even know the difference. I have a couple of friends in Guyana and one friend in Dominican Republic and a couple of friends in Jamaica who have straight hair, dark as midnight, straight hair. And they talk like, oh, it's my hair, like it's the greatest thing. Then I start giving them the medical terms and definitions and and they go, what do you mean? Dude, it's not the best quality. Though Hollywood and everything else made everybody think it's flowing, beautiful. Rapunzel lit down your head. Rapunzel is based upon a black figure. You know what I mean? They're still pushing the death mask of Shakespeare as if he was light, he was melanated. I've seen the text, I've seen the painted books when I was overseas. If you don't free yourself from the lie, you are going to be culpable and held accountable for all your actions. There's no way around. I don't care what green, 40-foot, 5-foot. I don't care what pale, blue, gray. I don't give a damn about none of that. They care more about you than you do them and about yourselves. If they could only see some of the things that a few of us get to see. First time I had the dream, right? I didn't go to sleep for I think 7 days. It was with my wife, first wife. I didn't have it that much. 6-7 days. I didn't go to sleep. I was up, maybe 30-minute nap on the sofa. Didn't even want to sleep in the bed with her. I was like, she said I was hitting her in my sleep, fighting something. And you know, I don't know, in your sleep, you don't know about strength. I mean, I was punching and kicking her. Snoring. And I was so upset with that. Right before with my first child, the one that they took. And I sleep on the sofa. I kiss her, I give her a hug, we do the noo-noo sometimes. You know, I was like, I'm gonna sleep out here, baby. I even drank to make myself go to sleep. Then the second time I was with my second wife. And she said she thought I was hovering on the bed. She had a shunt in her head at that time. Man, I helped her die. She got the shunt taken out. Staphylococcus, whatever, is fungus on the brain. And hypothyroid. All that has changed. You know, it's a beautiful woman. Puerto Rican, you know what I'm saying? And she thought I was hovering, literally floating on the bed. She was so scared that she pushed my leg in and went over the bed, and I stood up. I remember standing up looking at her, and I remember putting my fists together and screaming out loud. I don't know what happened. And that's when they started again, and I couldn't sleep at all. So I was full-time college, working at Home Depot in the evening, coming back, working on the writing, whatever needed to be done for college, studying. And they argued, her and Ashley, husband, I would leave. I would go take Charisma, get a hotel room, and stay there and be up drinking and reading books from the library, and just engulfed and not to go to sleep for 2 or 3 days. I just refused to. They could see. They wouldn't be so adamantly fucking stupid. I don't care about the Zionists. Go off. They're willing sacrifices, whatever that may mean or whatever. I don't even believe, you know, I don't facilitate this sacrifice goofy stuff. You know that? Unnecessary. That's one of the deeper deprivations of existence. Those who flow in the levels of the binary of together stupidity, the flow of erratic And you would think that some of these people would better themselves. Yes, every day there's good cops telling bad cops stop. That's the law. You have the armed fishermen in Florida. You still have these goofies running around down there and Tallahassee, all over. These goofies. They see him walking with a crab net, fishing rod. Don't tread on me. I don't think he carries that no more. American flag, whatever. And it's rifle. Slang, not holding in his hands, pistol on his hip. Legal. When I was in the military, you just had to keep it. We had to have 3 moves to get the gun, which I was like, this is a republic state. What the? And I had full automatic rifle under my seat, you know. And very good with it. And you would think, with all the crimes and drugs and everything else in Florida, how can you get 20 squad cars to come down on one scene of an individual they know who he is? It shows the abhorrent narcissistic stupidity of a people who haven't accomplished a goddamn thing. Nothing. War? That's an accomplishment? This is not to downgrade or down on any Peliskins, but this is to be fluid in the level of their fictional ideology of stupidity. It's not the majority, because there are plenty of people. Tizzy, there's a plethora of individuals, ex-skinheads, who I adore. I don't abhor. I adore because they have come to a realization. They have stopped the plagiarism of their existence. But you still have this platonic relationship with a bunch of idiots who still just can't get it through their funking heads. And whether it was them getting knocked out on the football field, beat up in wrestling, whatever it may be, the fact that a majority of them are on testosterone, TRT or something. And they think because of that, because this fake-ass court system, it's all right. Look at Tyree Nichols. Remember those 5 dumb niggas that beat him up? They're getting ready to try 3 of them or something again. And there was one who was there who really didn't do nothing, but he didn't stop, and he wished he had. This is what he says. Oh yeah, after the fact. Look at these goofy people that murdered the one guy that off the guy in the bodega, right? Shot him in the head and everything. Right? They beat him up and killed him. The one before that, where they videotaped it, that's by the fake ass religion. That's by the fake ass higher ups listening to the ADL, telling them they got to go out and do these damn things. And yet you still listening to Umars and all. You got dumb Negroes running around with this out of Africa. But then you talk about religion. They said, well, who's the progenitor of the dark races, Ham? So what are you? I'm Hamitic. Well, what do you call yourself? An Indian? How the fuck are you an Indian on this land if you're part of the progenitor? They are so stupid. They're culpable. They create all this stuff. There are a bunch of people running around with that. That's not to put people in a certain demography and say, this is not this, right, that, wrong, or whatever. This is the fact that nobody reads or studies anything other than less what they're told to do. Sheep. Sheep are not stupid. Go into this corral. Go over there. We're going to put you in your neck and, you know, cow, you get over there, put your head in there. We're going to boom with the little air, you know what I'm saying? Pig, we're going to, because, you know, it's called kosher. How's a kosher with a pig? Why is it that people have such a hard time understanding the most simplest things? Look, I grew up and I saw, though I was damn near beat to death. I don't know how many damn times. I think it was something wonderful for my mother being so young at 17, 18, just the power to have something so small and be able to, you know what I mean? The father not dead, you know what I'm saying? But the family wasn't with that, you know? She left because they wanted to kill her. You know, yeah, my great-grandma wanted to kill my mama. Man, I don't want to talk about my other relatives. They did. They wanted to kill her. And my family are the type to do that. Okay? Kill you in a heartbeat. Take your life, whatever, your physical, whatever you want to call it. Excuse that. I don't know. That's it. You know the terms y'all use are retarded, but anyway. And I made it through that. Someone say the will of God. No, it was because family and people were paying attention. The people lived over me, Purnell and all those. There were branches as well. Branches downstairs, branches upstairs. All right? People are really, really conflicted and confused. Suicides are up. They've gone up some more. not going to stop it. Hell, Zionists don't care. It plays into their pocket. You know, you would think that individuals would take the time and instead of coming together in a foolish collaboration of ideologies and narratives, that they would set themselves back on the pedestal of doing right. But some in their blood, it's just unequivocally it's impossible. That's why it's important for some of you to know who and what you are, because there's a calling. It's going to happen. It doesn't matter how, what revolutionary goofy or whatever big speaker brings people. It doesn't matter. It's going to happen. It's almost like it's automatic. There's no time. It's not slow or fast. It's at the right moment. I can't even explain it. It's just, every time I've seen it, it's been so absurd to me. You can't stop it. They can't change it. They can't manipulate it. They have no idea. And they're going to keep pressing forward and doing dumb shit, listening to these leaders, these fake ass leaders who don't know what power is. That's why they're corrupt. Part of the perverse train. Like it's an okay thing. You know, I always wanted to be able to say I want to see the day when everything stuff y'all going on that y'all have no idea about, because it's not visual for you. It's heavy. Someone say, isn't that a heavy burden? No. It's not that. It's, yeah, I guess you could say it's that. People always want to talk about PTSD. Okay. I think I have it times 1,000,000. But I'm all right with it. I always attempt to find peace in the beautiful women because I know their strength. I know my power. And they're too ignorant to see it because they dynamically are looking for the worst things that make them comfortable. And it makes them more uncomfortable because they're too ignorant and narcissistic in their mannerism by design to even know that. What I could have done and achieved, I chose not to do with the most absurd. I've always had. Red, you in there? Me and Darlene out here. Oh, they fine as fuck. Turn it all the way down. Don't turn it off quick. They might hear that bitch. Red, I hear charisma. I know. The things you just know when you move in a different vernacular. When you move instead of moving on that side, you move in a way that's linear. And then you reach out with expectations and thoughts, but then you realize your thoughts can be compromised because of your focus and misdirection. And me, I don't like to say things to make an individual curtsy and no, it's not. It's not about control. The problem with the world right now is too many individuals really have this belief that they're in control. And every day y'all show me you have no control. And that's for everyone listening. You show me you have absolutely no control. Every moment I have this little hope not a hopeless feeling individual. I'm a half glass type, full type individual. Put water into the teacup, it becomes a teacup, you know. Yet, because I have this little knowledge on this other side, I'm very aware of the spells, the curse, the curses, and the so-called deplorable magic leaned on over every one of you. I'm not here to stop it. So I'm always saying everyone has a choice. The majority is not good choice makers. How can you be when all your life your choices have been based on something that's been placed in front of you or told to you? So I've been attempting to say things that some others will look at and say, okay, for those few, y'all might say chosen, whatever. I don't get all that shit. That's not, I don't see all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that. If I saw that, then I would. I don't see that. I can only tell them I'll speak on the little shit that I see. Fucking, you know? Simple. But I can tell you this. Y'all got. I don't know if this is a 1 out of a billion. I don't have no clue at all. I don't know if it was just. I don't fucking know. Is it stressful? It could be. It could be. But it's happened so much where I don't feel it. At least I don't recognize it. Something makes me comfortable even when I'm not. There's other things going on I can't even speak on because I'm not sure. And if I was sure, I probably wouldn't speak on it. I probably wouldn't. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's why, see, I'm giving y'all some of you a reality of I know y'all sit there and there are moments when you're going, I just don't know. And you feel conflicted and it's confusion and it drives you up a wall and it has you looking every way and you don't know if you're being honest with yourself, you're being truthful with yourself, and you just keep pushing because you're not sure. You don't know if you can trust or. I'm here to tell you, you better learn how to trust in yourself. Make right choices. That's all I'm saying. Is there your God? You know what? So much has been flipped up on his head. You know, if you look, you got mice in the house, you got mice in the house, right? First thing you do in ignorance, you set out mice traps. They're afraid of you, but they're hungry because it's not the world it was before. Nobody had to set up doing Grand Tartary, or anything, mouse traps to kill rodents, and there wasn't no German cockroaches and Asian cockroaches here. Parasites, they didn't exist like that. Things come out of dark places, out of abysses, out of the ground, per se. As above, so below. We think that the earth is just water and water above. The earth is infinite land. You have blue crystals that fall from the sky. They used to, at least, with all the nuclear or 100 tons of dynamite blown up in the. What were those things called that they always put out during Christmas? It's got the little globe, what are they called? Snow globe, whatever. It's got the little Santa Claus or the little house with the sled on the roof with big Santa, Satan's claws, right? With the snow, and you shake it and it's got the water in it. You know, there were glass ones, then there were plastic, you know, you could buy them everywhere during the holidays. Again, there we go with the Holly days. Hollywood. Oh, this bill is fucking deep. Anyway, what were they called? You know what I'm talking about? Those little, they tell you everything to your face. And because they've inundated, it's always a test. And they're waiting to see those who see beyond it so they can set up the next phase. The problem is when I say this is the last, I'm not playing. See, they think, yeah, it is the last because we got it locked down. And no. I don't care about those super substructures and things that have been there always. The things that they're building to equip. It don't matter. Someone said, well, you're speaking into being. They're probably scared we need to get it. No. Whenever I dream and I can't remember parts, I'm so giddy and happy. It happens every once in a while. I do my best, you know, to think of something else before I go to sleep. Or slumber, or whatever you want to call that crap. And those days I'm elated, and then sometime during the next day I start remembering my friggin' dream. You know what I mean? I start, hey, cure meal, love it. I start remembering. You know what I mean? I start remembering. And I sit there and I don't want to remember. I really, really don't want to remember. I don't. If I sit there and says, oh, like I said before, and that was all snack because I want to remember. Yeah, hell no. You know, hit me with the, come and hit me with the, you're a scooter. And roll around. It's just not, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. At least as far as my little knowledge goes, you know what I'm saying? The bad always seems to take precedent over the good. You ever notice that? The media, everything has been laid out. When you learn history, it's always about war. It's about fighting death. It's about the little lynching here. It's always about war. And then they give you at a certain time, it's to break up monotony, they give you Christmas, they give you Easter, they give you all these Ishtar, they give you all these things to further inoculate and stupefy you. And you go with Halloween and you dress up and you go out and you act like these dead things. And then they turn around, oh, we're going to eat the turkey, something that is national to our people, the wild turkeys. I enjoyed them. They were my friends in Jersey and everywhere. And then they hit you with the Valentines. But at the same time, you're thinking Valentine's Massacre. You know, I remember people running around, I was born on leap year. I'm like, so what the fuck? As if it's supposed to be a better thing. They create this confusion. They stole a month. Sold. They gave you 12 outside of the signs in the Bible, in the Torah. The stars being signs. So that, therefore, ergo, they are not stars. But they inundate you with stars in Hollywood, and they take this statue based off a Negro, and they call it the Oscars. And then, you know what I'm saying? Oscar, who was Oscar? Y'all look it up. They deny it to you, and they create this division and separation based on an ideology. The very ones paying these individuals, which is illegal. But because you have all these fake history Pelicans running around, they're so engrossed with the color being something so dominant when it's not, they forget their true responsibilities. You talk 1776, they act like fluoride don't exist, as if they're going to go and do something. But every once in a while, you have the feds or underground organization set up individuals to go out who are cut off from the rest to go out and be a target to do something, like the idiot shooting at Trump, working with the FBI, and they pop them in the head, they take them out. Or is it a Hollywood script? Is it a squib that busts up fake bone fragments. He lays down, plays dead. They get him out of there. He goes somewhere else to do another job. Maybe he's highly trained and highly motivated. Maybe he's from underground. Maybe he's one of those babies that y'all never seen. One of those, how you say it, test tube babies. I don't know and care. It's how you've been indoctrinated. You can't even see it. How do you have one God but so many religions? But nobody can make heads or tails. You have a queen die, and you have Charles, the fake king, breaking the damn Hollywood tree, the holly tree, wind over. I mean, nobody sees it for what it is. And then they talk about an ominous dark figure. They need you to be not yourself, but subservient to whatever they lay in front of you. Wizard of Oz was so good and tell you how they got you set up as a trust. Your trust is, you can't even touch it. That Clive Davis and all them motherfuckers got with Michael Jackson and Diana Ross. He's on down the road with monkeys on motorcycles, with big ass slips, and y'all were entertained. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Chasing gold. Walking around with shit in your mouth, talking about, yeah, now you got fake ass engines. There's more somebody, and we had all the things in our teeth, regardless. What says that didn't happen already? How many research you think that's happened? You have no idea. Ghost in the machine. Well, you have idiots running around harming people instead of doing the actual job they've been tasked with because they've been indoctrinated. Good little obedient sheep. The good guys want to separate themselves from it or make it to the end. Probably partook in some shit, Frank Serpicos, right? Then you have these politicians who are the most weakest, worthless pieces of excrement. They went to college and learned how to act behind a podium. None of y'all read the Bill of Rights, this, that, and all the things that I read to you, to have a clear, deeper understanding out of the pale horse. You refuse to see anything because it goes against your religious ideology or your pain and suffering in the urbs, the suburbs of the cities, and then you don't see the lights. Who remembers right before or after the fake demic, when all of a sudden all the car vehicles' lights had to be LEDs, which are damaging to your retinas? Trump's supposed to sign a thing to remove that, but you see how the ADL, people who are not supposed to be lobbying, paying people, but y'all allow it because you don't know how to stand up, because you got a bunch of weak-ass mayors. People sit there when you're talking, and they look at you like you ain't nothing because they've been to the parties, they got the red shoes, they got the black eye, whatever it is, and you don't want to see it for what it is. I'm not exposing anything. You get up, you do one thing, and then poof, you forgot that, and you're on to the next. You don't even remember where you was at before. There are more and more, Hasidic religious practicing Jews that have been standing up for a long time against the Zionists. See, in New York, those are not religious Jews. Those are Zionists walking around in their little fake-ass, worthless-ass costume, preying on your children and everybody else. Them people down in South America were smart ones, but did they do anything with them? All them children missing. Look at the organs that been. Come on, y'all. They have never been Semitic. They're killing the true Semites, the true Hemetics, the ones who can fight back. That's why they want to get at, what's his name? You got these worthless, sold out niggas who ain't no goddamn good, but you still give them visual instead of actually paying attention to what's going on. I would really enjoy singing, ooh, child. You know what I'm saying? 5 stair steps. Ooh, child. Things are gonna get easier. How? So take a good look. When we start talking about tracks of Tears of a Clown, Smokey. And nobody realized what they were singing. Oh, you know, you heard the beat. You heard that damn 404. Shake your little booty, you know, wiggle your little shoulders, and, you know, funky chicken and the mashed potatoes. Man, you didn't get it. They were all signs by the most intelligent of you. Now look at all you. Y'all believe you're African American, so now you're doing a dance that actually we created. I actually found in 1920 and 40, you know, the sock hop, where they're doing that little, you know what I'm saying? And nobody sees it for what it is. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Tolo? Equator. A man in Arizona found a bunch of children book bags. And yes. Somebody shared it to me. Yes, DeAndre, what's happening? Equator 7, Baby Go Slaughter, Indigo Turtle, Old Mag. Got Cure Meal, Beloved. Okay. Don't mess with the Kabbalah. You don't need it. Exactly, Kay. Exactly. What are you? Hey, Six Boss, what are your thoughts on the Kabbalah? No, don't even ask me. No thoughts whatsoever. No energy to give it. It's perversion. Fred Hinkle. I was actually going to read it and I decided not to. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I want to see what was all up in here. Tomorrow I'm going to go do some laundry. My back was killing me. I had that little cold for like 7 days. It was very minor. Back, from doing the push-ups, my joints, they just hurt like that, man. I'm not going to lie. I was thinking about getting another back surgery. I'm going to fight it. I've got scars on my knees. I'm not going to ever do that again. I had, you know, a lot of things. I look at these things that my body goes through, and then I look at what do I do to alleviate it? And then I got to speak it. I can't lean on the fact that I've had injuries. You know what I mean? I move on this. I move on the very thing they want to destroy. And you know, someone say, man, when you always going to bat for the white people? I said, if you say white and black around me again, we have no more conversation. I have no conversation with your ignoramus ass. Some people just can't break free. They've been so inoculated and indoctrinated. I says, I have no problem with anybody. I'm the one always attempting to convince people to stop being so petrified and fearful and all this other shit because of the negative crap. Doesn't mean just go and fall over or lay down for the slaughter. But y'all are so divided. I've got, I don't know, several videos I'm gonna put together of melanated women fighting. You just look so damn stupid, fat, the taters flapping all over the place. That's not hate. I want them to be able to see themselves, or those who are moving like them. You know, why are you putting on Daisy Duke shorts with your belly hanging, touching the damn bottom of the zipper? I mean, come on. What's the pudding? The chocolate pudding. I mean, Bill Cosby might listen. And I have a few videos of brothers executing women. And then on the Pale-Skin side, I got so many videos of y'all doing some retarded fight, getting your ass whooped by bikers. Oh my goodness, y'all fight a lot more. Y'all fight a lot, and it ain't that good, but y'all fight a lot more than we do. Ooh. Seriously. Drive-by shootings. I got 2 videos of just drive-by shootings. Killing little melanated and pale-skin babies. I'm just saying. But y'all don't see that because the media ain't putting it up. I'm not pushing stuff for hate. Segregation don't mean you wouldn't be invited to the barbecue, but very selective, because the enemy is that perverse. Even those who come to the barbecue on this side of things need to be checked, and I mean thoroughly. In the IUIC, you got feds, 21 Jump Streeters all up in there. Idiots. Hey, marching and doing all that march stuff. It's like, oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, it make people feel good. Why? Because you watch Hogan Heroes, TRU. There is so much hate. Y'all don't even know why you hate. Look at that. They shut down Hoffa TV, whatever. Young cats was out there shooting at that. They ain't want to hear all that goofy stuff. They ain't want to hear no more of that, keeping them stuck in the sump. People are starting to learn the truth. They don't care no more. You got these dumb police who don't know nothing about law, grabbing your wrists. And by law, you have every right to resist. And they come over, they ain't telling you what, as if they tell you you're gonna run, nigga. It ain't your job to chase. Oh, that's right. They like to shoot people in the back, the cowards. Oh, the punks. I get it. Okay, I see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or 5 people trying to twist and break an arm, while 5 other people hold them down, like some real pussy shit. Talking about we fear for our lives. Nigga, you supposed to protect the lives. And if you know the motherfucker no good, and they get in the wrong houses and the wrong people 24/7, this is unbelievable. Look at all the judges getting left. Fake ass judges. Nobody wants to know the law, but they want to power trip. And same thing with people. The household. I'm mama. And you ain't a good one. So what the fuck is you saying? Damn, baby, the children know it. I'm the father, nigga. And that's not all bad. That's not all the good ones. That's the bad ones. But they seem to be getting front and center street all the time. You know? Yeah, Ultra Instinct. Yeah. From what I know, let me check it right quick. Let me just to make sure I don't want to be. From what I have, I got a lot of people in New York. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me see, make sure. From 1 million subscribers to shutdown, how Math Hoffa lost the shop. It's all over YouTube. The real shocking reason Math Hoffa's My Expert Opinion ended. Eso and Hanneken goes off on Math Hoffa and explains why the podcast broke up. Mecca from the Mad Podcast speaks on Joe. We already know about Fat Joe's goofy ass. I know him. Anyway, it's just so much. Yeah, shut down, beloved. He's not the only one. There's a couple others. But regardless of that, a lot of people think there are great things going on. It's behind the scenes. It's not all that great because you have Negroes have gotten. They don't know their real history. How did that happen? We're the last ones to be touched here in these so-called Americas. I hate that word. You know, y'all ever seen that group? Aboriginals Unchained or American Indians Unchained or whatever, some Facebook group, and you have these dumb little punk ass fake fed or whatever they're paid for. They got points on them. When they come in, they got points. None of our people got them. I'm over there studying, and they come in there saying the most dumb racist stuff. Sub-Sahara, your DNA, and all. They say the same shit they were saying when they already got debunked. These idiots, their thirst for death is beyond the scope of anything. You got some woman talking about she's Mexican, but you can tell she's Chino. She don't even know her true history. But you don't argue with these people. You don't waste your time. That's indoctrination. That's inoculation. You stay away from those who do that, unless you know what to say. It is so funny. A lot of times they leave me alone because they think I'm Mexican. I said, no, I'm German, American, Indian, Costa Rican, and Chinese. I can't stop who was, you know what I'm saying? I ain't nothing I can do about it. Angola. I can't sit there and a whole lot of other stuff probably. Doesn't make no difference. We're all here. The division tactics work like without a flaw. And they are so stuck. People arguing about sinners. Shut your goofy ass up and tell me about all the melanated people in them novellas. I used to watch them. I enjoyed them, but I was sitting there going, where the fucking black folk? There's a whole bunch. I've been all through South America. I got friends who are Guyanese that think they're from Africa. I'm like, Guyanese, that's Guyana's South America. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm telling them, you're probably from up here, Canada. You're probably from Costa Rica, some other place. You don't have no idea. You might be from fake Easter Island. But see, it's hard pill to swallow when you look back at 150 fucking years. How many generations, solid generations, not every year baby's been popped. How many solid generations at 30 do you have in 150 years? A lot of you are supposed to know your great-greats. You know that? Not just your mammy and pappy. Not just your grandmammy and grandpappy. Not just your great-grandmammy and grandpappy. You're supposed to know a bunch of your great-great-grandmammies and pappies or uncles or aunts. Do you know that? So that means that system is working good. I was fortunate. Coming up in the 60s and 70s. That's why I don't argue. I'm deliberating on shit that's inconsequential, meaningless. Religion is a good thing if you take it and utilize it properly. But as long as you stop looking outside of yourself, because in the Bible and the Torah, it tells you to look inside. Why is it that nobody seeks themselves? I be trying to teach my kids the truth about who they are. They reject it. Damn, they're ready to give up. You don't have to give up. You lay down the foundation. You give them sources and references. If they are mythical, then you say, this is who I am. I found out this one and that one, who they are. I go, oh, what? What? Titi? What? Titi? What? I mean, auntie, and they start saying, what? Grandma? What? They say, oh, wow. Then they feel so good, but they got to learn humbleness and be meek. But that's a whole nother. It is sometimes the come over. It's the way you express it. It's how you deliver it, the delivery. Trump, one of the greatest things he ever did was stop this fake-ass Zionist-led government, this government of lies, confusing the children. But they doing it because they know it's an end, but he's giving you a little time, a little help sake. And a lot of people have this torrent, it's hard to get beyond the lie, even though now they accept what may be relevant to the truth, especially in genealogy when you research it. You find the grave sites and you go, how many of y'all go where you live at, especially in the South, go to all the grave sites and talk to families, make a phone call ahead, make sure it ain't sundown, strapped and packed, you know what I'm saying? And go with a handful of people, enough, to see these graves, to walk on these sites, on your land. How many of y'all know that the Pentagon is built on Negro land? How many of y'all know that? The goddamn Pentagon is built on Negro soil. Energy vectors. Graves. Over 20, I told you over 200, but we'll keep it at around 20, 25 of our great cities, humongous, flooded. The people in their beds. And y'all worried about one of these fake monkey-ass Zionists and these Jews that don't have a clue about your history? Talking about a goddamn Holocaust? language. My language. Perverted as it may be, but I am starting to accept that most people don't want to be free. Can't blame you. But if you want, you can come and work for me. Make sure you fit. How about the fact that in the 1940s all the way up into the 1920s to the 50s, our big mamas breastfed all them damn babies. Them light-skinned babies. You'd be surprised at how many of them light-skinned babies were murdering our people. And they pappies and mammies were sucking on big old Aunt your mama's tatas. Every time you see certain babies growing up looking a different way, that's because they're manipulating. You know that some of them shots they're giving them babies, got graphene in it. And numerous other things. Antigens that go against the natural order of things. Because you've been slowly indoctrinated to accept it. I've got videos of prominent doctors who've been talking about this for years. Some who have been, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just putting the stare. I'm not going to make a video with that. I don't think it's necessary. Why are not people being brought to justice with all these deaths? Because y'all still buying into a fake ass government. You're still buying into, you're parlaying and you're giving to something that won't get back. Thing been cracking like crazy. Anyway, when they deny me, I deny them. That's all I'm gonna say that I can. I can't say nothing else about that. Yet, balance, people. Balance. People said, how you know you got Costa Rica? My papa said we got family in Pilan and 2 other places. And I was like, okay. I just kept saying the same thing. My father didn't have to lie to me. He was shooting coke. I had to shoot him up with his own shit to keep him from shaking to death. All right? Yes, that's why I knew, because I was studying on grandma. She was a nurse. I was studying all the medical books, building models. I had fake arms I made, sticking it with the needle. Yes, I was doing that. Ketchup and straws, working. I had people, some family thought I was Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein, because I wanted to know how to do things. Here I meet my father, big old motherfucker. He used to meet me when he was in his 30s. He'd come by the school, give me $50. I go and buy $50 worth of weed. You know, a dime bag of weed back then was, an ounce. You know, come on, man. Dime bag of weed was like that damn big. Like, would you pay for like 2 apes? That was $10. Nigga. Purple haze. The Jamaican gold. You know what I'm saying? Yes. An ounce was $25, nigga. I'd roll an ounce into joints with all the light skin and the people on the move playing sports, and I'd make a quick $250. I'd be rolling my ass off perfect, measure, 250 joints. Gone in about 20 minutes. Right back, and I'd take that and buy $250 worth. Roll up and have a whole bunch stashed. People hustling, and before you know it, I was getting bricks of weed like in a month. Like, no coke, no dope, no none of that shit. Everybody knew where you man at. All the hustlers, I come around, let me get 10 of them jammies, cuz. Yo, you got an 8? And I was like, okay, I can break off some 8s, Mama used to be like, you look like a damn Jew. What with that damn money? She'd find my money and be like, you take half, mama, That's serious. Dumbass brother. Well, my brother did a dumbass thing and took my weed, and tried to sell it. I went to the police department. And was like, "That's mine." And this kind of brother I was. Then I was done. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to French Farm Legion shit. I've seen everything. Shit. Remember, Korean World War II and Vietnam vets running around going fuck bug-eyed crazy. You had the Masons and the motherfucking Muslims and they fighting each other. You had all kind of crazy shit. Man, I seen some crazy. I seen heads. I seen fingers. Don't touch that ring. You stay from over there. Y'all better not go inside of that fence. Sticking bloated bodies with sticks, stank, and mama go home. What the hell, skunk? What's that smell? Are you around some dead bodies? It be in your clothes, man. Head be at the bottom of the damn elevator. It's cracked open, broken. We looking down, and there's two heads or something like that. Or we seen it all, man. It does something to you, man. Stab. Oh, this is the whole thing, man. And people talk about war. We've been at war nonstop. And we've seen the perversion of it. Drugs messed our people up. It still is. People don't want free. They'll say they want free, but they don't know what free is anymore. Would you want to keep individuals around like that who show they're no longer strong or resilient, rational, or powerful? No. The American Negro is the last vestige. An American Negro is failing the world. Because you got little goofy monkeys that don't know it's their own fucking destruction. They're too stupid to see it. I'm looking at all these goofies crying about some goddamn pope that misguided and misdirected them with a false narrative. You have millions of pale skins who know they're Negroes. They literally do. It doesn't matter about the look. They know who they are. But they silence their voices. Wait a second. Back when tree had seeds. Yeah, man. I didn't mind picking out them seeds. I wish I would have. Oh, I think I do have a little brown bag of them seeds. I just got to dig through everything. I kept them when I went back and saw my grandma. That little boxes. I was like, oh, damn. Oh, shit. It's like, I held on to some of your stuff. Our people never stayed in the houses because of what these fake Zionists were doing with the taxes and the banks and all that bullshit. Every bit of it lies. By design. I don't like calling them Zionists. I don't like using that word, Chazar, Khazar, Ashkenaz, whatever. Truth is the truth. Regardless of what term is utilized. I just always call them parasites. Bottom feeders. But they got y'all moving and acting like bottom feeders now. Figure that out. They used to arrest some in Arizona for seeds. You serious, though? Are you serious? For seeds? crazy. It's truly crazy. I'm gonna get ready to sign off. I need to measure this out and cut this up. I didn't do it yet because I'm still fighting the cold. Get the bottom fixed, get the measurements for the other part. I gotta write it down on the tablet so I can start building the camper on the back. Gonna pick up the rest of the 2x4s, get the silicone, treat that wood tomorrow. We're gonna start getting them walls up. I gotta pick up one more R19, kind of expensive. But it is what it is. Just get it done, so that way schools, everything, because I really want to get my CDL again. It's going to be a little while before I get mine, but I want to get out there with O. I know his work's going to come through soon. Anything can be done. I'm just going to keep moving with the flow regardless of what's happening or going on. I'm going to keep putting in the videos and stuff, keep going live and chatting with you guys. But there's so much stupidity, man. My hat's off to the police officers that study law and they become sheriffs and they hold themselves, because a lot of sheriffs are actually getting fired because they're not being the sheriffs they're supposed to be, and that's pretty sick. A lot of them going to prosecution and then becoming defense attorneys. They're seeing the light. They're actually going after a lot of the bad ones. But the thing is, you know, the world is corrupt. The world as you know it. You can't even see the destruction around you. They've got it painted up with little saplings, squared homes, incorporated Tartarian buildings. It's hard to see past all that. I can dig it. It's hard to accept what's possible in history. You know? No, I'm out here. I'm out here. I'm not in Page no more, hon. I have the P.O. box. The new P.O. box is in the comment sections on the other videos. This one will take a while before it loads up. But yeah, my Cashapp is the same though. I could go on and on, but just like it's like kicking a dead horse in the head or trying to drag it to drink water when it's on its last limb and his tongue swollen and it can't. I mean, I haven't given up on y'all. I have a story to tell, obviously. But everything is so fucked up. You know? Yes, Trump is a Zionist. I think, didn't he say, I said it because somebody told me. I wasn't sure if it's true. I didn't research it. They said he converted to Judaism because of his wife or some shit. I don't know. She's a fake ass Jew too. She's a Zionist woman. Anyway, I don't want to talk bad about people who they marry or whatever. I don't care about that. But the sad thing is nobody wants to see anything for what it is or what it was. They want to look to tomorrow that never exists. It will never exist. Tomorrow will never exist, because when you wake up on your so-called tomorrow, it'll be in the moment of now. There is no fucking tomorrow. Y'all don't know what to do with now. If I'm wrong, prove me wrong. Thank you, baby Rose. But I appreciate you guys. Do I have concerns and cares? Absolutely. Come on. I wouldn't be fucking doing this. I would probably sit there. I'm wasting my time. I know. I felt that way. I ain't gonna lie. A real feeling. But no. I'm not attempting to cross hairs. I'm not here sitting to defile what has already been stated. I see shit different. Not because I want to. I don't want to see a goddamn thing. like that weirdo coming to check me for my IQ when I was at East Orange VA Hospital. Inpatient. Yes. I was pissed off. I was drinking like I was retarded. Doing anything and everything to get away from every fucking body. Get away from everybody. People coming in and talking about, you know I'm an artist. He probably knew it, but I was like, he probably knew I was faking it. I don't know. They trying to tell that motherfucker, you know, give me some goofy ass, fake ass IQ bullshit. Excuse my language, but there I am doing art on t-shirts and portraits and paintings, and mad people were asking me math because they got, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, man. Ask anybody else if they come in and do this. No. So, motherfucker coming here doing that to me. At least that's what they said. I don't know. You know. The blood, I guess. I don't know. I keep asking people, what's your blood type? Nobody wants to say nothing. I'm O positive. Family members O positive or negative. Nothing else. And they're doing their damnedest to change that. Even right now, this is how narcissistic they are. They are funny, man. My boy in the Navajo Nation was saying we all know our blood type to tell people we don't know it because it's not O positive or negative. You just can't make this shit up. Hopi grandma, she had O positive. I was like, good, I can donate blood to you. And she was like, thank you, baby. I said, you let me know if you get sick, I'll be right there. I'll empty out half of my blood for you, mama. Old curly afro. Magnificent woman. Hopi, you know. She's gone. I used to take him to the Hogan, Tuba City, sit down, chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, peas or string beans. Man, we would go and just laugh and joke and seeing all the old folks visiting, you know, the bumblebee place where the seniors are the homes that families can't visit them, and all the Navajos want to touch their head to my head. Yeah. Charisma, kids, the children, children. And all that magnificent beautifulness is all the ugly. But I always lean on the beauty of it all. Yeah. Okay, Ultra and Phoenix. Oh yeah, okay, that's the Ultra, okay. Oh, you're a couple hours away from me. Queen Creek. Yeah, I'm in Benson, Cochise. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're gonna get some more of those, some chickpeas, some peppers. You know what I'm saying? Because I really need to get back into that vegetables, bro. Yeah. Kiowa, yeah. All that, man. But I can eat meat. Me, I'm a little different. Positive, right? I can eat meat. As weird as it sounds, I can. But the meat is fucked up. They're doing so much crap to it. You don't even know if you're getting that Japanese booty meat. You know, because it looked like steak. I saw it, man. I saw that 3D printed steak. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Look, y'all. There's nothing good being done for you. It's slow. It's gonna get rid of you. Okay? Because you refuse. I can take it. All right. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to sign off. Kimmy had a good live. I watched again a half of it. I got to finish it up because we're going to try to see Will and watch the guy want to build a go-kart, right? So look at all these things. But I need to go and get on this. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Let you see what I've done. And, okay, we got to wash clothes and pick up a few things to snack on. And I appreciate you guys. If you donate, I'm gonna show you the screws that we're gonna get. You see this? Each one of these comes with a quantity of 50. I forget how much these mugs was. I think I said it before. I think it was like $20 something. So So we need to get quite a few of these, and I'm gonna get a couple of the $50-something ones with the 400. So we're gonna need a lot of them. All right. And then the flash and all that stuff. But anyway, I appreciate whatever donations y'all send, guys. I do have 2 books on the way. I don't know where they're really at. I'm not tracking them. You know, I've been waiting over 2 months. Over 2 months for the go-kart parts. They have not come. I looked tracking it. It's delayed in China. I don't know. I should have got them from Walmart. But anywho, appreciate you guys. I want to build a little off-road buggy. You know what I'm saying? Put some, I forget the R10 tires, whatever. I want to build a nice one. They can zip around. You know what I mean? I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. All right. Appreciate you guys. Ladies, brothers. I read an article that said the making patties out. Yes. That's what I was talking about. Booty meat. Not that Tropic Thunder with the homeboy talking about, you know, booty jukes. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Appreciate you guys. All right.